Thank you. I tell you that I have been wanting this for like 6 years. I cried so much. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I bet you guys are looking at the title being like,
what the fuck? Me too, I want one.
I don't blame you because not gonna lie, these bad boys are freaking amazing. Obviously this isn't sponsored, but I can't believe this experience even happened, and you read the title correctly. I manifested a free 2020 Apple iPad Pro with the keyboard, not the newest keyboard, but the one below that, as well as the Apple Pencil, all for free. That's right, you heard me correctly. I said free. And in order for me to explain how this even happened, we need to know what the law of attraction is. So if you don't know what the law of attraction is, check out my other videos where I've talked about it and described exactly what it is before you watch this one, which I will link above and below. But in this video, I'm going to explain my success story and how I was able to do this. And then if you stick to the end, I'm going to cover some of the main points and basically teach you how to do this yourself. Because honestly, who doesn't want a free Apple iPad Pro? But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Paige. I make all sorts of videos talking about how to discover and embody your power. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell because I can't keep a schedule worth crap. All right, let's dive in. First, a hello from our favorite little doggy dog. Alright, so me, like many other people for years, have always wanted a MacBook or just a Mac or something of that matter. I don't know, I've always really liked Apple products. Ever since it was really up to me, I had an iPhone. Now mind you, I've been a pretty big writer my whole life and just really love the internet. So I mean, laptops have always been of use to me. It wasn't like I just wanted this for just shits and giggles because it looked cool. Like I had a lot of use that I could put to it, and productivity wise, I was like, yeah, this is it. But in my case, and I'm sure plenty of your cases, I was middle class. A $4,000 laptop wasn't exactly a Christmas gift, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know how people be flexing that and act like that's not a huge flex. So basically I accepted that I couldn't have this thing. Now flash forward to about 2 years ago when I learned about the law of attraction and I started realizing that I could create my own reality, that I could manifest things. And it really resonated with me, but I really just didn't even know where to start. So I ended up working with a coach to basically figure out what the whole premise of using the law of attraction really was and how you could actually manifest things into your reality. Let me just point out, the iPad isn't even on my radar at this point. Like, I just want a MacBook because that's what I think I want at this point in time. I also believe that I can't do it. So then when I learned about the law of attraction, I'm like, okay, this is where I can hit the ground running. So I work with this coach to try to change my belief systems, because that's one thing when it comes to money or, you know, manifesting possessions or anything like that. Really, in the law of attraction, it's the idea that like attracts like on a vibrational level. So if you want something that you desire, obviously it holds a higher vibration because it's a desire of yours. It's something that you feel is going to make you happy. Thus, it's kind of like up there on the range of feelings, I guess, if you can put it that way. So basically she taught me a few techniques to really change my belief systems and really kind of reaffirm in myself that I am worthy of all that I want and all that I desire, because I wouldn't desire it otherwise. And that's kind of the common misconception that we have, I feel like, in society nowadays, is that we can't want what we want and we can't have what we want. And you know, there's plenty of people that show that that's not true. So who would you want to believe? Do you want to believe the people that are going to limit you and hold you back, or do you want to take a chance in yourself? So that's what I did. I just worked really hard on the whole concept of changing my beliefs, mainly about money, because specifically I was kind of visualizing what I wanted my life to look like. And in that, I really wanted to have a better foundation for creating, because I recently really pushed into my passions. As you guys can tell, I mean, you're on my YouTube channel, you know that I have like 100 videos on here of me just really trying to express myself, and that's a big thing that I've wanted for myself, is to really learn more about my passions and learn more about what makes me free and feel full inside and what my purpose is really. As I go forward on this journey of, you know, changing my belief systems, working with this coach, a lot of things come up. And that's the thing about the law of attraction that I feel like is so not talked about. When you want something and you are not the equivalent of it, which I mean is the case, because if you want it, you don't have it. And if you wanted it and then it came to you instantly, you would have already been a match to it. So it's kind of confusing when you look into the technicalities of it, and I want to make a whole video really diving deeper into it and explaining better. But basically, I had all these beliefs, like I said, that I didn't deserve this iPad. I didn't necessarily mean to believe this, but this was just my underlying reaction to the thought of me having this item. So I really had to visualize and familiarize myself with this object, which at the time was the MacBook. Then it was really crazy. I just remember one day actually watching the Jenna Julian podcast when I saw that he had the iPad Pro, and I was like, wow, like whatever reason that really just like expressed a part of me that like I've never really seen before. So just mesmerized by it, and I knew in that moment that I had to change my point of attraction. I learned that what I wanted wasn't actually what I truly wanted. It was something kind of like on the way of what I wanted, but it was, you know, it wasn't the full picture. And that was, I think, a huge turning point is when I realized that if I have a touchscreen, you know, if I have this Apple Pencil and I can doodle on my iPad and stuff like that, that opens me so many more doors than just being able to type on a computer. Once I decided specifically on the Apple iPad Pro 2020 with the Apple Pencil and keyboard, specifically, like I made a vision board, spaced out time every night for visualizations before I went to bed of me having it and using it. I would watch videos of other people having it and using it. And I worked really hard on affirmations to change my belief systems. And I made that switch from the MacBook to the iPad. I was like, wow, this makes so much sense mentally for me. Like, it basically just gave me momentum, something that I asked for more momentum on. So, I mean, the universe will support your beliefs, and this just goes to show that my beliefs definitely changed. Probably less than a week later, Mr. Donald Trump threw a stimulus package at us for literally $30 more than the total package of my iPad and all of the little accessories that I wanted with it. Now here's the thing, you can call it what you want to, you can be a Debbie Downer and try to throw technicalities at me and be like, oh, well, you have to pay that back later, or whatever you want to try to say. But here's the thing about this. I actually have a belief that if I get random money that I wasn't budgeting, I can use it on myself and kind of splurge on something that I would normally not spend my money on. It's so funny to me because not only did it pay for everything, including tax, everything I wanted, it came in a way that there would be no other option than for me to use it for what I wanted to use it for. And so, I mean, honestly, in conclusion, when it comes to law of attraction or manifestation, sometimes you want a MacBook, but the universe wants you to have an iPad Pro so you can doodle and draw. Because one of the better tips that I've learned about law of attraction says that you are asking for this situation, this outcome, this feeling, or better. And that's the idea, that you're so open to the universe. You're not blocking yourself. And that's kind of my issue for a while, is that I only wanted this. I didn't want anything better. I didn't want anything, you know, I wanted what I wanted. And, you know, that's okay. That's good. That gives you drive sometimes. But at the same time, does it limit you from, you know, all the universe wants to give you? And that's something that I really couldn't have learned without going through it. So I'm happy that hopefully I can share this with you guys, that you guys don't have to go through such a hard process to get what you want. So real quick, let's talk about the key points of using the law of attraction and how they are kind of explained in this story. So one thing that I did mention is the fact that I felt that I could not have this iPad, or MacBook I should say, at the time, because I was middle class and because that just didn't feel like a reasonable budget range for me. And that is something that the law of attraction does bring to your attention, that you can have anything. You are limitless regardless of your situation. And we've seen that so many times in the world, you know, people that were in poverty and just horrible situations, you know, getting out of them and becoming something huge and great and beautiful. And even not on a larger scale like that, you know, becoming a celebrity, some people just become better people, and they become healers, and they become kind-hearted people that touch other people and inspire other people. And I know you'd probably think, you know, why wouldn't everybody use this method if that was the case? Why wouldn't everybody get themselves out of the bad situations that they're in? And I think this is probably the hardest part for people, is the fact that you really have to own your shit. You have to own the places that you are not being true to yourself. You have to own the places that you aren't speaking your truth, that you aren't standing in alignment with, you know, who you want to be, because we stand in our own way more times than other people stand in ours. And that's something that we don't want to face, But like I said, that is the biggest thing, that once you take that on, I mean, you know you have the power. I mean, the law of attraction literally is coined as the secret for a reason. I mean, it's really selective people that choose to embody this kind of energy because people are just simply afraid of their own success. And that's something that I've seen within myself that I've had to confront multiple times. You know, why don't I allow myself to have this? And what can I do to make myself feel like it's okay that I can have this? You know, how can I be kinder to myself, and how can I show myself that I value myself and that I'm worthy? Because those are the actions that count when it comes to the law of attraction. It's not like I had to go run out and try to make all this money to try to attract it. No, the whole point of it was I changed my belief systems, and when I changed my belief systems, it changed how I felt about my relation to this item, bringing it in alignment with me and me in alignment with it. And I truly believe that visualizations have a lot to do with manifesting what you want. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a writer, but I don't find that I can take myself seriously when I write down some of the manifestations that I have. I mean, I do it once or twice, but truly getting myself to feel something, I have to imagine it. I have to literally get in my head and pretend I'm in a movie and that I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing and I look exactly how I want to look, etc. I mean, honestly, that's fun. It felt like I had an iPad before I had an iPad because I was playing pretend with it, and that's okay. Like, as a society, we kind of feel like you can't play pretend once you're an adult, but that's how you got what you wanted as a kid. Even if you don't think that, I mean, you can probably look back and see correlations between events where you really passionately like wanted something and you were open to it. This man and this freaking motorcycle, let me tell you. But I can guarantee that there are points where you have wanted something so bad and you've gotten yourself into alignment and believed that it was yours and it came to you. But also, like I said, the whole this or better kind of scenario really will help you out because you think you know what you want sometimes, and honestly you do, and you're welcome to like what you like and desire what you desire. Like I said, that's kind of the point of life. But your preferences aren't everything. Your opinion isn't everything. There are so many other things to consider, and no part is truly more important than the others. Of course, it does feel like that at times, but it really matters how you treat every little fragment, if you're giving it quality, if you're giving it care and compassion, because that's what builds a steady, stable foundation, you know? It doesn't just come that way. It has to be built, and it has to be built with quality and care, like I said. And that's basically the same for your beliefs. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video all about how I manifested a free iPad Pro and Apple Pencil and keyboard. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe it, honestly. I've been doing all sorts of things on this. And truly, it's opened up a completely new genre of things that I like to do in my spare time. So I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope that this video helps you guys do the same kind of things, whether it's manifesting this or anything else into your life that helps you find more passion and enjoyment throughout your day, because you deserve it. I don't care what anybody else says. You know deep down in your heart that you deserve to feel happy and to feel full and to feel satisfied by the things in your life that you get to experience every day. So allow it to be what it is. But I will talk to you guys in a later video. Check me out on social media. Again, I almost forgot to say it. But I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye for now.